We've been married 6 years almost, and we're expecting our fourth child.
There were photographs I
We have Lola, who will be 5 in November. We have Teresa, who just turned 3. We have Joey, who will be 2. And James Nicholas, who is due in August.
Your teary eyes, who could love you like this?
We went to our routine ultrasound on the 7th of April. We were called into the doctor's office, and ultimately the doctor had a somewhat grim look on his face and shared the news of James Nicholas.
There's a greater story written long before me, because he loves you like this. I will carry you while your heart beats here, long beyond.
We found out that James Nicholas, beautiful little boy, had osteogenesis imperfecta, type 2, which is the most dire of the types, and we were frankly told that we shouldn't expect James Nicholas to survive birth. No baby's ever survived this type of osteogenesis imperfecta, so ultimately, be prepared to deliver a baby that does not survive. And if he does survive, prepare for it to be a matter of seconds or maybe a couple minutes if you're blessed. The doctor points out his bones are broken, his legs, his arms, and when you see that, it's not something you'd wish on your worst enemy. Your heart goes out to him. Of course, you ask the question, why? Why does this happen? Why does he have this? So being thrown into a situation where you totally feel helpless is a very difficult thing, because it's a father's natural inclination to protect his family, to take care of his family. And when you see your child that has broken bones in an ultrasound and is helpless, what God has shown us that all we can do is the things that we can do. Pray, have faith, love our child, appreciate our child in the womb, communicate with our child.
It's awesome when we get to see him. We get to know him more than we've gotten to know the other kids in the womb. At least I know that I just fall more in love with him.
You see a beautiful, like Maria says, a little boy there that wants every opportunity to live and to give his best shot at life. But the one thing we won't stop doing, and no one can ever take away our ability, is to love our child. We've
loved this baby since we knew he was coming, and this condition doesn't change a lot for him. I'm very proud to be the mom of this beautiful baby.
What a beautiful sight here. 4 of my most beautiful and wonderful inspirations in the whole world. You want to show your little son to us a little bit? The side portfolio? Wow, look at him. He is growing by the moment.
But challenging, because we have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old. So they know that we're going to church a little bit more, we're praying a little bit more, we're doing things a little bit more as a family in a much more special way, or I would say renewed way than we did prior to James. We're loving each other more as a family, and we could thank James Nicholas for that.
Lola and Teresa know perfectly well that James has broken bones, and that we're praying for James, and they pray for James every day. And I mean, they pull up my shirt like 20 times a day and kiss a belly and pat baby James. And
our family is, I would say, obviously by far the backbone of our folks praying for us, but there's been so many friends, even friends that haven't been as close to us over the last couple of years, that have really stepped up. And
a friend of mine was telling me, she's like, Maria, you have to really use this, because when people hear your story, there's nothing they're gonna say no to. They're like, what can I do for you? So you can ask a lot of people to pray, and you can bring a lot of people, you know, to the faith. You can bring a lot of people to God. You can bring a lot of people closer to their families.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch our keeping? So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh, come peasant king to own him. The King of kings salvation brings, let loving hearts enthrone him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Oh, raise, raise a song on high. His mother sings her lullaby. Joy, oh joy, for Christ is born, the babe, the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap, on Mary's lap? He is sleeping. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Babe, the Son of Mary.
We ask this in Christ our Lord. James Nicholas, be sealed with the gift of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
He likes it when we pray, by the way. Stop. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Glory to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. For all the effects of lying, where all evil senses fail, to the everlasting everlasting Father, and the Son who reigns on high,
with the Holy Spirit proceeding, for from each eternally, exaltation
and blessing, light and endless majesty. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
Christ, have mercy.
Christ, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
Holy Mary, Mother of God,
Pray for him.
Abraham, our father in faith,
Pray for him.
David, leader of God's people,
Pray for him.
holy patriarchs and prophets,
Pray for him.
Saint Joseph,
Pray for him.
Saint John the Baptist,
Pray for him.
Saint Peter and Paul,
Pray for him.
Saint Andrew,
Pray for James.
Saint John,
Pray for James.
Saint Mary Magdalene,
Pray for James.
Saint Stephen,
Pray for James.
Saint Ignatius,
Pray for James.
Saint Lawrence,
Pray for James.
Saint Perpetua and Saint Felicity,
Pray for James.
Saint Agnes,
Pray for James.
Saint Gregory,
Pray for James.
Saint Augustine,
Pray for James.
Saint Athanasius,
Pray for James.
Saint Basil,
Pray for James.
Saint Martin,
Pray for James.
Saint Benedict,
Pray for James.
Saint Francis and Saint Dominic,
Pray for James.
Saint Francis Xavier,
Pray for James.
Saint John Vianney,
Pray for James.
Saint Catherine,
Pray for James.
Saint Teresa,
Pray for James.
Saint James,
Pray for James.
Saint Jose Maria,
Pray for James.
all holy men and women,
Pray for James.
I hope you're very happy for a miracle. You know, all the doctors and nurses said is that we shouldn't expect him to survive birth. So not only did he survive birth, but you see him right now just as peaceful as can be. He has his little grumpy cows who up exactly. So we feel very blessed to have him. He's got some bones that are not formed like yours and mine, but he's got a heart bigger than any of us. And he's got a strong mind and a beautiful soul.
Mommy, are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Are you happy to be an auntie again, Tia Lisa? He's probably gonna feel really good after this.
We have a new blanket.
Let's put this one on. Benny's gonna keep an eye on it. There's little Benny. Little Benny's watching.
Oh, Joey, dale al médico.
Oh, you could do that all day.
Yeah, they do really like this a lot.
You like that, son?
Oh, and you're just looking around at everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my little spoon
Dominic!
and just very gently, just kind of,
Hey, James. Good job.
and then we'll look down here. This is where you can
Oh, was it? Did he?
get it the best.
It's like, I always say it's like a turtleneck.
No,
Is this a good outfit for him?
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you for having given to the church for all child and Savior. Thank you, show the Father tenderness, the Lord of the cross of Christ, display of the Spirit of love. He trusts and completely your infinite mercy, and with your intercession.
Mary, did you know?
Maintain hope. Life is a beautiful thing, and the day will come when you realize, if you don't realize it at the moment, what a wonderful decision you made by loving your child, by nurturing your child.
And I think you will never regret having, like, the children that you have. You will always regret the children that you don't have. Everybody has a purpose, and there's people that live 80 years and they don't touch as many lives. I know that James has touched so many more lives than I will ever touch, and he's a true gift to us.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know
baby boy, calm a storm with his hand.
Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, you've kissed the face